How's it going, guys? It's TacTixHD here, bringing you Season 10 of NHL 14 GM Mode Calgary Flames series. And as you guys can see, this is actually the last episode, as we did a 10-season GM Mode, so this is going to be the last one here. Our NHL team is looking quite strong, all 80s throughout, mid to high 80s really, and obviously we didn't have too good of a showing in the last year's playoffs. We went out in the first round, so we're going to try to do better this year. As well, guys, our AHL team is also very strong. All 70s on the team, both offense, defense, and goaltending. We have 168 on the fourth line center position. Besides that, all mid to high 70s. Really good for an AHL team. Also, guys, as you can see, going into this season, we have 4.5-star offense, 4-star defense, and 4.5-star goaltending. So we didn't make any moves before the All-Star game. So right here, guys, going into the All-Star game, you can see Patrick Kane made on the first line right wing spot again. As well, guys, I think we had a second forward make it onto the team, and that was Connor McDavid there at the fourth line left wing spot. So it's pretty good to have two forwards make it. Usually only have one. As well, guys, Chris Bygrass made it as a defenseman from us. As well, Lehner made it as the starting goaltender. So we had 4 players from our team make it. And that just shows how good we were playing. Also, guys, right here I'm trading for Ulf Sedin. He's just a automatic character, but 76 overall, 4-star potential. I figured he could be a help to the AHL team, and if I needed to, I could call him up if, we had injuries or whatever. So I ended up trading away a second-round pick and a worse prospect for him. No team was really budging in terms of quality players they were giving away, so it's really hard to pick anybody up. As well, because we were playing so well, I really didn't want to mess with anything, because, if something's not broke, don't fix it. And as you guys can see, we finished first in the NHL with 82 games played, 58 wins, 16 losses, 8 overtime losses, and a total of 124 points, which I think is just insane. Obviously, first in the NHL equals first in the West. As well, guys, our AHL team finished first in the AHL with 125 points. That's like the 7th or 8th year in a row that they've done that, so nothing too surprising there, but it is obviously a really good job done by the AHL team. As well, guys, as you can see, Kane and McDavid tore it up this year. Kane with 89 points in 82 games and 34 goals, as well as McDavid there with 82 points in 80 games. So both guys there averaged more than a point a game and just completely tore it up. And then also, guys, our AHL team did quite well this year in terms of points. You'll see all throughout the AHL team a lot of scoring. So both teams finishing first in the league, going to the playoffs. I think just a huge statement. Obviously, we built 2 really good teams here, and if we kept going for another 10 years, we'd probably keep it up. As you can see, Tolson there with 85 points in 76 games, Arkatov 83 points in 73 games. So those 2 guys carried the AHL team, kind of like how Kane and McDavid carried the NHL team. So right here, guys, we're about to get into the NHL playoff simulation. In the first round of the playoffs, we went against the Vancouver Canucks with the Calgary Flames. And as you guys can see, went down a couple games there. So we're down 0-2, and then right there we lost the third. So down 0-3. Have to get 4 games here to come back, and unfortunately we weren't able to do that. We won 2 though to make it close, and unfortunately they won the 6th there, beating us 4-2. So kind of sucks that again we got an early exit with the Calgary Flames. I was really hoping we could have won out, winning the Stanley Cup, but luckily our AHL team is still in it. And here, guys, they are playing the Hamilton Bulldogs in what I believe was the second round of the AHL playoffs. And after that, guys, as you can see, just updating and scouting stuff, and I didn't really care. I was just kind of clicking A to get by it, obviously, as we don't have a draft, so really no reason to scout. And here, guys, in the third round of the AHL playoffs, we actually went against the Lake Erie Monsters, and I believe we swept them 4-0. And here, guys, you can just see he said, good, thank you for 10 years with the Calgary Flames. We actually finished first in the GM rankings. And right here, guys, this is the 4th game against the Portland Pirates with Abbotsford Heat. This is for the Calder Cup, and we're actually beating them 3-0 right now. This is the 4th game, tied up 2-2. I started the game with the third period, was actually unable to score. I don't know what I was doing, but right here in overtime, you guys can see nice spinorama shot there. It actually hits off the goalie and goes in. So even though we weren't able to win the Stanley Cup in our last year here, luckily we were able to win the Calder Cup, and at least come home with some hardware here in our final season. Of course, guys, right here is just the celebration. AHL teams shaking hands, gonna get the award or whatever. And like I was saying, guys, our AHL team was probably the best AHL team since I started this. Like I said, I think we've got first place in the AHL the last 7 or 8 years. We've won at least 2, maybe 3 Calder Cups. Really good players throughout, mid 70s to high 70s, insane for an AHL team. Usually you got a bunch of 60s, sometimes even some 50s in there. So our AHL team just dominated over these past 10 years. Always had solid goaltending. I remember we had Danks in there for a while. So we guys, of course, just the team pick after winning the championship. So like I said, we couldn't bring home the Stanley Cup. At least we got the Calder Cup, which I think was the next best thing we could have gotten. And McMillan there was the start of the game. And as you guys can see, after that, just says, congratulations, your 10-year career in BGM mode is now over. You managed the Calgary Flames your entire career, and you had the Stanley Cup in 1 amazing year. And like I said, I think we got 2, maybe 3 Calder Cups. You ended your career with Star GM status. You accomplished in your 7th year. You completed 204 GM tasks. As well, guys, it says, just try picking other teams in future GM modes. Here guys, they look at the awards in the last year. As you can see, we won the President's Trophy, and the Colorado Avalanche actually won the Stanley Cup. Patrick Kane won the Art Rush Trophy. Connor McDavid won the Hart Memorial Trophy. So both those guys had amazing years, which is really good to see. Huberdeau there with an award. Some of these guys I don't know. Carey Price there taking home the Vezina. Jonathan Bernier with the William N. Jennings Award. And Sidney Crosby there with the Frank J. Selk. Nathan McKinnon with the Ted Lindsay Award. Jeff Skinner there with Maurice Richard. And that's all for the NHL awards. There, guys, a quick look at the AHL awards. Like I was saying, right there's the league winner in AHL awards. Like I said, I just dominated in AHL. As you can see, a bunch of awards here for the AHL team. And as we just show the awards here in the AHL, guys, I just want to quickly say thank you to all of you that watched this GM mode series. It's finally over, but I think it was a good run. 10 seasons there with the Calgary Flames. I think we did pretty well with them, and I already have the next video ready for the next GM mode series, guys. It's not actually episode 1. You guys will see once it comes out what I'm talking about, so if you guys want to see that later today, please like this video, and if this video gets, let's just say 50 likes, I'll have that video out for you guys. I think you guys are really excited for what I have planned in my next GM mode series, and that's pretty much it, guys. Like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I really appreciate all the feedback and support on it, and hope you guys stay tuned for the next GM mode idea I have, something I've never done before, and I think you guys will all enjoy it. Besides that, guys, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, and have a nice day. Goodbye.
It's the kind of beat that go.